thanks for staying with us. The Federal Operations Zone A sees consignment from smugglers operating at the nation's borderline. Also on Customs report, the CG speaks on the recent arms smuggling in Lagos. Plus, more report. I am Egeseme Etinye. Stay tuned. The Comptroller General of Nigerian Customs Service has said that the Customs will continue to make sure that no arms come into the country without government approval. He made a call when he visited Lagos recently.
What you deduce is that there are people who still believe that we can make money out of taking people's lives, because you and I may fall victim of this weapon. You never can tell who gets hold of them. And we travel on roads, we go to our villages. Kidnappers can get this as easy as possible. In this case, I think we are going beyond fishing out the importer, fishing out our own officers who, for one reason or the other, they found to have connived, but we're also going to go after the shippers, because it is a known global shipping process that there's no way you can take on board your ship a container that you do not know the content. What we see in the bill of lading is that it's always said to contain. There's no way, if I decide to bring bombs and put them on the ship, there's no way they can carry it. If I decide to bring explosives and put them on the ship, they will not carry it. But when they agree to now bring in weapons like this, and when they are accosted, the answer is that, well, it's said to contain this. So, but from now on, thanks to the law, we will effect the law as it is. All shippers, all ships that brings in such goods, if they are on our port before we discover this, if we discover this while they are, we will detain them, because that's what the law says. If not, we will block them from our system completely. Which means they cannot do business with us until they become compliant. The importation of 1,100 apples at a time when the nation is undergoing some security challenges is a clear indication that there are indeed some elements who do not believe in the unity, peace, and well-being of Nigeria. This particular seizure, being the third in the series of arms seizure within 8 months of this year, presents an all-time high of the triumph of the Nigerian Customs Service in their own bid to ensure that illicit weapons, illicit goods are not imported into this country. The audacity of these criminals to think that they can succeed in smuggling such quantity of deadly weapons into the country calls for an all-round responsibility. Shipping agencies and terminal operators must wake up to support the service to nip in the bud attempts to smuggle such dangerous items into the country. As you may already be aware, the 2 previous cases of 661 pump action from Apapa and 441 pump action rifles from this command seized earlier in the year are already in court. We look forward to justice being done. Let me explain here. The last time when we called you in respect of the vehicles we seized, the question was asked as to what was the outcome of our investigation. And I explained then that our investigation as customs stops at the criminal aspect. While the security aspect is being done by the SSS. But let me tell you, on our own part, we have tried our own officers who are involved, we have dismissed them, and we have now charged them to court. So it is our hope that the court will do its own bit of the end of the criminal justice system, and then we'll have a conviction. So, but for the avoidance of doubt, the case is not buried. It's alive, it's in the court already. For the customs, we have dismissed our own officers, and they are now facing trial in the court. Already one of the officer of the service alleged to have authorized the cutting of the seal, and the terminal clerk have been arrested and are undergoing investigation. That's in respect of this case. We've arrested one of our officers who is alleged to have cut that seal, and I mentioned it at the beginning that that seal is not supposed to be cut until at the point of examination. NCOs under my leadership will do all that is possible to fish out all those remotely are connected to this devilish importation. We shall bring all of them to justice. I assure you that we'll continue to do the best we can to make sure that justice is done, because that is the only way we can deter other would-be criminals from importing such illicit goods. At this juncture, let me commend my own men, and most especially the men of the CIU, as the Custom Intelligence Unit, for their due diligence. I've just been briefed of the synergy that has been, of the mechanism that has been put in place. Now that subject every container to profiling by CIU before disposition for examination. I think that is a very good way of making sure that all containers that drop on our soil are properly profiled. We're doing this in order to make sure that we do not leave any stone unturned. But the ultimate is for us to have scanners on the ground, because that would ease our process of clearing containers. But every container that has gone through the scanner will be easily identified, and we can analyze the content, and it will be easily detected. Let me once again request that the issue of fighting smuggling is not only Nigerian Customs alone. And thanks to my colleagues in the Nigerian police, the Nigerian Army, and all other security agencies, that we are now collaborating and synergizing, because that is the only way we can stop most of these things that are happening. Customs cannot be everywhere. I believe the police are more exposed to everywhere than we are. They are in every local government, and we cannot be in every local government. So we rely on them to get the information. We also give them the information where there are criminal activities that we feel is their own responsibility. So where they also discover things that are being done that falls within our purview. I think we have already understood ourselves, we formed that synergy, and I'm sure it's working very well. I want to commend all other security agencies for their cooperation with us, and I want to also request that we strengthen our own collaboration, because that's the only way we can keep this great nation secure.
The Federal Operation Unit Zone A has again urged importers to always follow the laid-down rules governing the importation of consignment into the country. He made an appeal when he showcased some of the seizures made by his men in Lagos. The controller also said Nigerian Customs Service will continue to implement measures that will stop smuggling within and outside the country.
The Federal Ministry of Finance, Environment, and other related ministries, we give them guidelines. You allow you have paper to go to customs, this custom will give you this, the custom will give you specification. If they are armed with the letter from the Ministry of Finance or Environment, they believe they have it all. No. We know the policy, they give broad outlines of the policies, while we know the details of the policy. It is because of this, we have intercepted these 7 containers with this duty paid value and forfeited to the federal government. This, as you can see, is a very important goods. It's leather, weight blue. It has a high value. This is one of the critical sectors of the economy. In the recent past, about 10-15 years back, this was the second after cocoa in the export promotion of this country. They are wet blue, they have their templates, they are under export prohibition. You cannot export it. If you touch it, it is wet, so it is not allowed under export prohibition. It is for this reason that this container is brought here with a duty with a value of 45.25 with a duty paid value of 61,863,000. We will continue, members of the press, we will continue to create awareness on the part of the general public against the danger of smuggling. This is used to close it. It is under absolute prohibition. It may surprise you why this used clothing has been banned by the government. Because as you see that they must have been used by other people, and it is on the advice of health authority. That's why the government promulgated our policy, and we as implementers of the government policy will make sure that it is carried out. That's why this container or this vehicle with 100 bags of used clothing is outright seized and is forfeited to the federal government. This is the duty paid value, this is the value, the GPV, and this is the time it was used as contraband. Anything there is scrap metal. This is why this one is seized and is under export prohibition by federal government. For that reason, this is forfeited, is seized, and it is forfeited to the federal government of Nigeria with duty paid value of 10 million. Hide and skin is under export prohibition. That's why this one is equally seized and forfeited to the federal government, whatever the government will do. You know, the government is not a profit-making organization. It does service for the community. Anything that is not going to develop the economy, the government will stop it and make sure that our indigenous people do and try to get employment. We will continue to be here. We will make sure that these economic saboteurs are brought to their knees. That's why we are calling you to help us. That's why we are partnering with other security agencies and you members of the press to help us bring these men to the barest minimum because of the danger involved in smuggling. It is necessary for us to do our work in totality in view of the fact that this is the country we have. We don't have any other country. We must make sure this country is not crippled by economic saboteurs. That's why we are partnering with other security agencies, including members of the press. Like I said, the fact that we wear a uniform, it does not mean we are more important than you. You create awareness, you give us useful information to tracking this type of people who are against the development of this country. It is in the course of our stop and search. Some of these goods, they are as small as dangerous they are. You find them in commercial vehicles. They hide them. So we search, and when we get them, we bring them under our custody, having examined them to find out what they are, within the limit of our knowledge. Then we invite the appropriate authority for further investigation. Smuggling is a universal problem. No country in the world has been able to stamp out smuggling entirely. So that's why we are doing our best to make sure that we bring these people to their barest minimum. You know, they are traders. They are only looking for profit. They are not after the interest of the society. And we as government agencies, government formulate policies against importation of goods that are not supposed to come in and exportation. So for that reason, since these policies have been promulgated by the government, we as policy implementers, we will make sure that these policies are carried out, are implemented to the letter.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The Customs Area Controller in charge of Onne Port had been speaking on 100% examination of goods coming into the country. He urged importers operating within the Eastern Port to always make sure that they declare the right material before they come forward to clear their consignment. He speaks more on a number of issues.
The CGC has done the right thing because he has invited all his management and invited all the controllers to join the management team so that he can share the pulse of the federal government and, of course, the pulse of the entire nation with regards to such a disadvantageous action where some miscreants feel they can turn the country into a war zone. And we have no option other than to heed to the directive of the management. Any controller that waits for any container to come from Turkey before he decides to conduct 100% examination, he's not living up to expectation, and certainly he has to be cautioned. It is our duty professionally to sample, through various means professionally, importations. We have a lot of criteria. You can check importer's name, you can check country of origin, you can check exporter's name, you can check the declarant. Also, you look at the time of such importation. There are so many variables that when you look into, it should be able to give you some kind of pointers as to where that you should be able to put more emphasis on.
Yeah, we just let one of your examination be right now.
Yes.
And virtually all the containers were opened for normal examination.
Yes.
In spite of the scanning machine that are not fully on, that are not really working, say, how do you cope with this?
Well, you can see, you are a living witness. You have witnessed, yourself, you were there personally, you've seen what we have done. The most important aspect here is we look at the item. And like I said, after going through other variables of information, variable tools of possible possibilities of compliance or otherwise, we now conduct a physical examination on the basis of what we have done before going there. Now, all the ports virtually in Nigeria have been concessioned. Here in Port Harcourt, Onne, the concessioning, the majority aspect of containers, virtually 95% goes to a particular concessionaire by name West African Container Terminal, WAT. And they are living up to expectation because so far they have very beautiful examination bay, as you can see, well secured. They have adequate light in case we may need to examine anything at night. They are there 24 hours. And to a large extent, they have enough forklifts. Yesterday, when there was need for me to direct for an examination, I requested them to position the container at night, and I asked if they have adequate equipment to do that. And they told me, sir, look, even where we don't have enough, right now we have enough, but where we even need more, we hire them within the port because there are other operators that synergize with us, and we make sure we have enough tools. So tell us how many containers you need. And as you can see physically, when we went there, you have seen over 100 containers, all of them lined up, all of them opened, and all of them officers are physically examining with forklifts. So that's a big kudos.
The Ogun State Command has again arrested brand new vehicles operating along the nation borderline, alongside with the suspect. The area controller said that his men will continue to intercept goods from smugglers operating at the nation's borderline, saying that any importer that want to bring in consignment into the country without approval will be arrested alongside with the consignment.
In Idiroko axis, we successfully intercepted a Toyota Prado Jeep 2017, brand new tear nylon Toyota Prado. Like we did in Abeokuta, we are doing it here in Idiroko. We have done a couple of seizures with regards to rice. On ground here, we have more than 600 bags of rice that we have seized within the last 3 days. We are fighting them. We are now following them to the bushes. We are not on the road only. We are on the road. We are on the road. We are as well in the bush, in the creek, near the water, and any other place they hide their rice. We now discover their hideout, where they normally transit rice to a particular small hut, small buildings, where they now put an elderly person who will be sitting like his own house in the bush. We broke into one of them about 4 days ago. We evacuated 250 bags of rice from there. This is part of the rice you are seeing here. We have equally struck at another point where they are now hiding because the road is very hot for them now in Ogun Area Command. We are trying our best. They are devising new means. We will continue to chase them. Whichever plan they adopt, customs in Ogun, we have plan B always. Wherever we are going, we go on plan A. On arrival, we can switch over to plan B. So that is what we are doing. That is the result of what we are seeing now. We will continue to get them. We are getting maximum support from the Nigerian Army. The brigade command in Abeokuta, the brigade commander, the CO 192 brigade in Owode, the commanding officer also in Ilaro. All these army officers are giving us helping hand. The police commissioner in Ogun is cooperating with us. The police DPOs, the area commanders, they are on board with us in the fight against smuggling. This is a synergy at work. They have been promising us and they are displaying or they are proving their promises. They are now supporting us. We are with them. We are going as a team. Wherever we sense danger, we invite the army, they give us cover. Every one of them, they are giving us support. The intelligence unit of the Nigeria Customs Service in Ogun Command in particular, they are equally helping us with the intelligence. They get a lot of intelligence and they give us. And we utilize this intelligence and we make a lot of seizures. It is not only this Prado that is brand new. We have near brand new Toyota Highlander also here. In addition to other Tokumbo vehicles we can see here, we have a total of 6 other Tokumbo vehicles, in addition to the brand new Toyota Prado 2017 car.
The controller used the opportunity to warn some importers who want to bring in smuggled goods through the unapproved route to desist from the act.
Cars through the land border has been banned, getting to a year now. The management of the Nigeria Customs Service has informed the public. We have sensitized the public. Buy your vehicles through Apapa, Tinkan, Port Harcourt, Calabar, and all the ports we have within Nigeria. We cannot be taking our own money, our own resources, and go and be building another country. And Nigerians go there to buy vehicles. When they buy these vehicles there, they pay the charges of Benenuos. But when they are coming into Nigeria, they refuse to pay the custom taxes, which is the duty. And what they spend now bringing a car, a Tokumbo car from Benin Republic into Nigeria, is equals to or even higher than the money Nigerian government charge as tax if you come through the Nigerian seaport, except the brand new cars that are expensive. But these old Tokumbos, if you compute the money you spend from Cotonou, giving people who they call who fly the cars into Nigeria, they don't really fly. They come by road. There is nothing like flying in a car. They come through the road, through the bush, and they now wreck that your vehicle. I'm telling you, if you buy a car from Nigerian seaport that you bring in normal, it will last you longer than the one you buy from Cotonou. From Cotonou, before it gets to destination, that vehicle must have been overused on the road because they follow bad roads, they don't follow good roads. And we keep chasing them, they keep running. Sometimes they enter communities, they enter villages, they enter towns with high speed. Nigeria Customs Service officers cannot do that within the communities because we are mindful of the lives and property of Nigerians, law-abiding citizens for that matter. We will not engage them inside towns and villages. That is why some of them succeed in bringing it into Nigeria. But we have devised another strategy. I will not mention it here. Very soon, we will accost them before they enter the towns and the villages.
Just before I round up this edition of the program, Customs Report, we brought you a report where goods worth millions of naira was intercepted by FOU Zone A in Lagos. For me, Egesemi Etinye, thanks for watching.